All right, so this is a new segment I'm starting called Gym Thoughts with Jonathan. So I get endorphins from working out and exercising. It's my guy Garrett behind me. And running, lifting weights, all that kind of stuff. Activity of the mind, it gets my endorphins going. And then sometimes thoughts that I think are cool or insightful or something, I have recollection about something I heard and I have a deeper insight into it or an epiphany. I'm going to start documenting those and sharing them, and I'm going to call it Gym Thoughts with Jonathan. And the first one is the purpose of the podcast, Skip the Lines, is to give back. So I know this may come as a shock to you, but I'm not the first one to start a podcast. So there was someone who did it before me, and they have sort of, paved the path, just like business. I didn't invent solar panels, and I didn't invent real estate, and I didn't invent debt. I didn't invent any of that stuff. So, there are other people that came before and have sort of walked through, a lot of different chapters and processes and trial and error to get where they got. And the people that shared that, I've taken that information and used it, implemented it. And not always 100%, obviously. We get a lot of information in today's day and age. But, the stuff that I've used and the stuff that I feel like are golden nuggets, we call them line skip hacks, have helped. Having mentors obviously helps. Reading books helps. Someone has to write that book. Someone has to take the time to mentor you. Even a university or a coach, they have to take the time to put all that down. And they should get paid for it, but it's still doing that work, paving a path for other people to follow. So my goal in the podcast is to interview those people and learn from them as they continue to grow. Maybe they wrote a book, 3 years ago, and they've learned something in the last 3 years that they haven't shared in the book that they can share. Or then they can take a deeper dive into the book as we start to do comments and get feedback from people. They can ask questions if they had a thought about, a nugget that they took from the book, and maybe that guest can expound upon that thought and share some more value. And then, if we can pay that forward and the things I've learned in my life to our listeners, then I'm winning. And, obviously I'm hoping to be able to make some money and all that through the podcast and doing the work. But really, the ultimate goal is sharing and helping other people because, I've traveled. I've been in 45 countries. I've done a lot of cool things in my life, and I didn't come from much. So I want to give back, pay that forward. People out there that can learn and that are interested in learning from, the information that I can give, then you're welcome. Skip the Lines podcast with Jonathan Mitchell. And this has been Gym Thoughts with Jonathan, the first episode.